So my name's Liam. I am a biomedical science honours student based in the Department of Biochemistry.
I'm Kristina. I'm a first year PhD student in the microbiology department.
So how many of you guys have actually heard of Chiasma? Can you guys put your hands up if you guys have? Oh, awesome. So pretty much half of you guys. So the big thing about Chiasma, right, is that we are trying to be the interface between what industry and academic research is, right? If you guys have done Cells 191, you should know what chiasma actually is, right? That is the interface of a chromosome between those two chromatids, which is where we've got our nice name from.
Have you talked about the history quickly? No, so it was founded in Auckland in 2004, so older than most of us here, us included. So yeah, national student-led organisation with branches across the country.
And as I said before, right, it's that nice interface between industry and academia. So we've been around for over 20 years and it shows. We are a national-led organisation with different teams across all of New Zealand. So coming to any of our operations, you'll be able to have access to all the science agencies, all those people from around New Zealand.
Yeah, so our alumni, either those who come to our events or those who end up joining the team, have great success working with a bunch of different companies from MPI, a lot of government agencies like Ministry of Health, but honestly you can see a huge range of stuff there. We have like R&D workers at Ernst & Young. Yeah, lots of different opportunities arise.
Sweet. But what do we actually offer? So the big thing is, especially with Sophia's talk, right, is workshops. How do you actually get that job? We actually help you guys upskill your current tool set. So we go from your LinkedIn workshops to your CV cover letter workshops as well. So we can actually become cutting edge with those applications. We also offer those networking opportunities as well. So one of our big ones, which is coming up, is our Synapse event, which brings together heaps of different people from industry so you can actually meet them and be face-to-face. And also, if you're wanting to see where the actual research happens within industry, we do site visits as well.
Yeah, so that's pretty much just laid out what Liam said there. We have an intro to industry event, normally at the start of the year, basically telling students what industry is and having a big panel of speakers from around Dunedin and even New Zealand. July, August, we tend to have LinkedIn and CV workshops, and we have one upcoming, which we'll talk about in a second. Synapse, our event of the year, we'll talk about that in more depth soon too, and then site visits. So yeah, we have a LinkedIn workshop, actually it's next Wednesday, just on campus, and LinkedIn's a really good tool to help build like a standout profile of yourself, almost like optimizing your profile to attract recruiters and employers, almost making your own personal brand. And it's getting more and more common to use LinkedIn and be recruited from here, so it's a really good tool to use. And you can check our socials, which we'll put up soon, to find more info about getting a ticket to this event. It is free, and there's also free food.
But the big kahuna of events that we offer here is Synapse. And Synapse is hosted this year on the 16th of September. So the big thing about Synapse, as I've already mentioned, is we bring in leading industry experts from around the Otago region. We had them on a panel. You ask as many questions as you want from them, those big burning questions that you won't be able to find on Google. And then afterwards, if you're like me, it's like, oh, I don't want to go back to that boring retail job over the summer, right? I want to see what the fruits of my labor is from my science degree. We have a little, it's like a booth expo type scenario where we've got all the companies from around Dunedin which you can go and approach to get summer internships so you don't have to go back to your menial job.
And again, it's a fully free event, so like definitely something just to come along to, even if you're not sure. So yeah, that's pretty much all. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can also find either us on LinkedIn, Kristina Hames or Liam Young, but also this is just a little QR code to some of our socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. But before we go, we also have a little shameless plug. Both Liam and I are very heavily involved with a lot of the student organisations at Otago.
So I am the co-president of the Otago Biochemistry and Genetics Student Association, and Kristina over here is the co-president of the Microbiology and Immunology Student Association. It's a really good idea to balance both your formal events and your social events, right? And as Kristina and I was talking about, pretty much your peers are going to be the next generation of scientists, right? And you never know that your next generation could be your manager.
Yeah, so it's a good way to meet other students and also find out about new opportunities. Also, for like those younger students, it's a really good way to connect with older students such as ourselves, find out about what they've done, how they've got there, and find out more about postgrad opportunities if that's also something you're interested in. And yeah, there's a lot of student organisations. We have a few, the president of our APSA up here too, Anatomy and Physiology. There's a neuroscience one, there's BOPSA, Biomedical Pacifica Students Association. We have lots and lots and lots, so definitely get involved. Thank you.